because we are willing to sacrifice 10 million lives. How many lives is the white man willing to sacrifice?
It's utilizing whatever means are available to help you achieve, to shape the attitudes, values, and beliefs of other human beings, to get them to think the thought and to ultimately act the act.
There's a song in South Pacific where one character says, you have to be taught to hate. You have to be carefully taught to hate.
You've got to be taught to hate and fear. You've got to be taught from year to year. It's got to be drummed in your dear little ear. You've got to be carefully taught.
Overstatement, misrepresentation, exaggeration. The lesson is easy to learn. The message, far more effective with gross caricatures on both sides.
The Japanese were portrayed as being short. They were portrayed as having buck teeth. They were portrayed as being sly, portrayed as being tyrannical and vicious, portrayed as being very polite.
Must I remind you that a chain is no stronger than its weakest link? Return the prisoner to his cell.
The most contemptuous of American and British and Allied images of the Japanese were they were subhumans, and particularly monkeys, the monkey men.
Colonel had us paint that flag up there knowing the Japs had blasted. Now we're just drawing those monkeys in, see?
They were ready to take the knife and jab it in your back.
Water.
We portrayed the Japanese more as monsters than we did the Germans.
They looked different. The language was different. Culture was different. Religions were different.
Well, I think when you look at the American view of the enemy in Germany and the American view of the enemy in Japan, you can see that the war in the Pacific was a race war for Americans in ways that it was not in Germany.
Germany was part of the great Western complex. German music, German culture, German education notably, had all spread through to the United States as nothing in Japan had.
You never said that you, the American, we are fighting the Germans. It just wasn't said. We were not fighting the Germans. We were either fighting the Nazis or we were fighting Hitler.
It was easy to kill different people. But in the case of Europe, you were shooting at men who looked like your cousins.
In the Japanese case, it was exactly the opposite. The Japanese, you never said we're fighting Hirohito or Tojo. You almost never said there's good Japanese or bad Japanese. In fact, you never said Japanese, you always said Japs.
These are the Philippines. Up at the top is Luzon. The Japs are expecting us here.
Floating wreckage and floating Japs.
Get the Jap and get it over.
This total of 312,000 Japs had cost us 13,000 dog tags nailed to white crosses.
And if you look at any kind of propaganda that has color in it, it's a giant figure and it's yellow. And the poster art and the skin tones, whatever, from that period are always this yellow, ferocious-looking figure.
How did the Japanese counter American racism?